I'm happy to see what I'm to do in this odd voice world. Hello everybody and welcome to another Digimon video. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity. But that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my tactic Mario. Okay. Oh no! We're going down! We're going down!
Antenna soft very computer, the ABC, conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Antennasoft. It was actually completed and created in 1942. I'm just gonna say, in the world and short intelligent changer would also be used to processes of the operating system. That's what you
I love his accent.
Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a first look at Gorgonian.
Yo. Yeah.
Our train going on through. Choo-choo.
It's Bobby Baldwin.
Hello everybody and welcome to the circle. Run in the circle. Run in the circle. Run around the circle.
Okay, yeah.
Myself alive with a circle running. Got to go together. I'm happy to see what I'm to do in this odd voice world.
They can write it, they can try to start it off with him being dead.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Digimon video. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Just a Dude podcast. The thing that I learned about failure and a lot of this path when it comes to becoming a content creator, or really choosing anything that it is that you want to do or be, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's not conventional, that's not going to get you any money, you're not going to make it anywhere trying to do that, there's already too many people, or something along the lines of that. There's always going to be that negativity. But that negativity should never be a reason for you to stop. Just because someone wasn't able to make it that way doesn't mean that you won't.
Look at my tactic. 5 Oh no! We're going down! We're going down!
Antennasoft very computer, the ABC, conceptualized in 1934 by John F. Vincent Antennasoft. It was actually completed and created in 1942.
Welcome, everybody. Let me introduce our players. We have Orin, played by Audacia. Rogue, played by Remy. Pharaoh, played by Geisaphage. And Carousel and Zafira, played by Chef. And of course, there's me, your DM, Asian Fasha Gamer. And together we are the DN Doofs. Hey everybody, thank you for joining us for today's stream. I'm Mr. Announcer, and I'm just here to let you know that there is going to be minimal to no interaction during the campaign, but we will have moments where we will take pause and be able to talk to all of y'all. Thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of The DN Doofs.
Alrighty then. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the DN Doofs. I am Asian Fasha Gamer, your DM, and I can't do this. They are the Doofs. Well, I'll give them a second to introduce themselves.
I do what I want.
Starting with Geisaphage.
Hi, I'm Geisaphage, playing Dr. Pharaoh Silum, the Artificer Warlock.
Hola, I is our chef. I do the play of two characters. I play I play Carousel, the Gloomstalker Ranger, and fucking Saphira, the ruffian brawler.
What's up, everybody? I'm Remy. I play Rogue, the Starian Elf Artificer.
Greetings all. Name's Audacia. I play the Brass Draconian Bard.
I'm a Darkborn. I keep forgetting to say my race.
I'm a Squirrel Folk and a Dragonborn, a Gem Dragonborn, a Sapphire Dragonborn. There we go. How many times can I say it before I get it all?
As you can tell, we've been doing this for a while and we haven't taken a long break, so, you know, we got this process down.
The
No, we just-
process?
Yeah, exactly. There's a process? When did
Last
this happen?
time I was Kaboom.
Oh, jeez. Either way, and these are the DN Doofs. Now, let's start this off with a little bit of a recap, shall we?
Yes, we need one.
In the last episode, our heroes went on a whirlwind of shenanigans, being hoodwinked, hijinked, and hijacked by the scamming, cannibalistic clowns known as Fuckstick and Muckstick. Carousel and Saphira were separated from the party and had to hop to action to save themselves and their stuff. Fighting valiantly and partially nude, they made their way back to the party. All the while, the rest of the group enjoyed a show fully equipped with a drug-induced trip to another dimension, where they met the god of clowns, only to be rudely torn back to the bounds of reality, to be dinner. It was thanks to the quick thinking of Orin that they were explosively able to be freed. Several other hostages were freed along themselves from their bonds and their lives in this instance. It is here that we return to the story as our heroes reunite on the pier of Norbodin to depart to the Sandcrest Isles. Yes.
I want to make a clarification there. We were all free already. Orange just blew up the cart.
Geisaphage, why do you hate me?
It's not hate, it's just love. In the form of pointing out, oh fuck, this went horribly wrong.
Because I'm the only one that got heard of us.
Hey, I wasn't even there.
I think Geisaphage is a little bit salty about that.
Blame your dice, not me.
Oh fuck, that's what I need.
Really?
I don't think I would have done well. I'm not good at decks.
I forgot my dice. I got them.
All right.
I don't need him to.
So,
I don't need him to
forgot
play. I don't need him to play D&D.
Righty then. Are we all ready to get into the story?
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So, the thickness is leading Orin, Pharos, and Remy back to the pier to meet up with Saphira and Carousel, whom mysteriously appeared within the cavern entrance that is just near the pier boardwalk. As he brings you to your separated comrades to be reunited, the thickness turns to all of you and says, "Well then, now that you are free, I must go back to the king to return to him and let him know about everything that just happened." And you see him waddle away.
Waddle, waddle.
Theros is just like giving him the side eye.
Carousel, I guess, walks up with Saphira and Tone and is like, "So, did you guys go on a fucked up adventure too?"
Theros is gonna turn and like smirking. He's gonna look at Orin.
Well,
You can say that.
his favorite part is I now have a higher innocent body count than he does.
Saphira arches an eyebrow. Eventually, you're going to actually have to unpack what that actually means.
I miscalculated how destructive a spell would be and how fast the cart was moving.
What spell did you fuck up?
Thunderwave? I forgot it was a square and not a cone.
I mean, I can understand that, but at the same time, you've seen me use my Thunder Breath. Granted, it is a cone, but I can see the mix up.
I'm just using my breath weapon.
Got any guitar?
Let's get on the boat before the gods can make me commit suicide.
So I guess Johnny. Okay, fuck it. On the boat. Come on, let's go. Apparently this one killed a bunch of people, and we burned down a restaurant. So we should probably set sail.
I would like somewhere to rest. I thanks to this one's actions, I fell like 20 feet, free fall.
Is there a crow's nest? All right. Well, that's no longer going to be a crow's nest, and that's going to be a squirrel's nest.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee on that. Do we see them loading the carti onto the ship?
You don't know.
Didn't someone say they were going to move it or something for me?
Yes, I didn't know if you remembered or not.
Ferris is going to head down to the rooms, but as he's leaving, before he does, he was going to turn to Orin and be like, "Oh, by the way, Orin, if it makes you feel any better, our body counts are nowhere near the same." Then he walks off.
Actually, I look at him and go, I'm sorry, I did not mean to hurt you.
Just give the captain a nice nod, and I will proceed to my cabin and prestidigitate myself as I'm dirty as fuck.
Well, alrighty then. Y'all get yourselves settled in. You bunch of goon bags, get yourselves ready to set sail.
I'm sorry, a bunch of what?
Goon bags? I'm sorry, is that offensive to you?
No, I just didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I keep hearing cum bags, and I don't think that's what you're saying.
I mean, no, actually, where we're going, there's not a brothel, but there is a brothel on the same island. If that's what you're looking for.
Oh,
Here, I thought you were just calling them a bunch of ball sacks.
I mean, they do. Some of them have ball sacks.
you say as if you know.
I mean, we're captain and crew.
So what? Do you guys have like group showers or some shit?
What, you don't?
No.
Well, excuse me.
And Saphira's literally just shaking her head, going, the fuck. She just walks
Wait,
off.
Did Carousel and Saphira get their clothes back?
Yes, we got our clothes back. I even got my acorn back, so all my shit fits.
Okay.
And I added a few paring knives to Silence's bandolier. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, my two characters are ready to set sail. Anybody else got anything to do?
Orin is just going to try to find a spot out of the way and start writing in his book.
Carousel runs to the fucking bow and is like, Saphira, come here. We're on the Titanic. She resists the urge to throw him into the water.
All right, so as y'all get settled, you hear the creaking, the moaning, as well as the crew moving about as the ship slowly starts to push away from the pier. You see the horizon come into view as the ship slowly moves forward out of the coast and unfurls its sails. And you are on your way.
At some point during this journey, if Carousel sees Orin just writing in his book, he's going to jump onto a crate in front of him, lay out, and go, draw me like one of your French squirrels.
Can I, what do I have to roll to characterize the squirrel as endowed as Saphira?
Let's see, drawing is a dexterity thing, so roll for dexterity.
Art supplies are a tool.
You're a tool.
And he's a bard.
19?
So you draw expertly and accurately a erotic and realistic picture of Carousel. Well endowed. I mean, so endowed that it seems like if this particular person was real and tried to walk, they'd fall face forward every time they took a step.
Okay, I did this on a separate piece of paper, not in my book. I'm going to walk up to Saphira and go, here is something to make you laugh whenever he pisses you off.
She grabs
it's folded up, so she has to open it to see it.
She grabs it and opens it, looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, looks at you. What's
He asked me to do it.
What in the fuck is wrong with you two? And then she just like folds it up and puts it in her pocket.
Oh, you're not going to show him? I haven't showed him yet. I walked back to where I was.
When Saphira asks what's wrong with him, just from somewhere else in the ship, Pharaoh's is just like, unresolved childhood trauma.
I thought that was your problem.
Isn't it all of ours?
She yells back, I thought his trauma just happened a couple days ago. That wouldn't that be adulthood trauma?
So as you're all having this conversation, one of the crewmates walks by, and they are one of the elven crewmates. They look really tall, really slender, but of course they're grizzled and salty like any sailor would be. And they're like, if you're feeling kind of down, you should go check out that carnival. My son and my wife went to go check it out. I didn't get to see them as we were leaving, but I'm sure they had fun.
All of us just get like the 1,000-yard stare.
Carousel goes, wait, you guys got to see the carnival?
The carnival?
Oh yeah, we need to tell you guys what happened after that as well.
But you guys actually got to see the show? That's not fair.
No, we did not get to see the show.
Yes, we did.
No, that wasn't a show.
I don't know. Oren was quite enthralled with their singer.
That's a very accurate statement. I'm not good with wisdom, okay?
Why do I foresee like all of us up on the deck talking about this, and then we notice that Roke isn't there, and like cut to him, he's just in a hammock in his fucking room, just like chilling.
That is a good question. What is Roke doing right now?
Basically that. I went to my room. I cleaned the dirt off of myself, and I am laying, in whatever, like the bunk or hammock or whatever the sleeping arrangement is for in there. Slightly traumatized.
I'm gonna go to the captain, point out the sailor, and go, he's gonna need a couple extra drinks when you return to that port.
The captain turns to you. What exactly do you mean by that?
Best case scenario, his family's been traumatized. Worst case scenario, he has less family members than he thought thinks he does, because that carnival was a trap.
The captain looks at you. His eyes just go wide, like, we're gonna talk about this when we make port. Is that gonna be all right?
Okay. I just want to let you know that poor man's gonna need a bonus or something.
Oh dear. Not enough crawfish or sucking head in this world that's gonna save this.
Do you have any idea what his son's name
solve some
is?
problems.
I kind of whisper and go, do you know what his son's name is?
His son's name's Emil.
Well, that might actually be good news.
I mean, we didn't get any of the names.
We got one of them.
Johnny.
Johnny, no!
He's no longer alive.
So as the ship rows by quietly, during this instance, in Roke's room, in Roke's bag, a rustling can be heard.
how long from the time in which the wrestling starts to when I went into my cabin?
So the rustling started as soon as you got comfortable and were laying down.
How noticeable is this wrestling?
Enough for you to hear it, but not like not like it's so loud it's alarming. But it's small and it's slow. It kind of sounds and feels like it's just like gently moving in your bag.
I guess if I hear it, I'll just look at the bag, and more than likely, I'm gonna assume that it's a. I mean, we're on a ship, so if it's just wrestling, yeah, I'll just kind of like look at it, and if it's not, my bag's not moving or something, like it's not rabbits in my bag, then I'll I guess just note it and continue to lounge. And what am I sleeping on anyways, or laying on? Is it a bunk? Is it a hammock?
So in the rooms you have they're essentially laid almost like bunk beds, two hammocks, one above another.
I'm on the top.
All right, so do me a favor. Roll a dex save.
Seven.
Alrighty then. So the first time you try to get into this hammock, you slip a little bit and you roll, and you end up cocooned in the hammock for a second until it spins back and you are comfortably laying down.
I'll instinctively look around, make sure nobody saw, slick my hair back, and then rest in the
Now, if there, as you know, this is as the ship continues to go, night begins to fall. Less of the crew is currently on deck, while the rest of you are still there. Is there anything else that you would like to do as y'all are gently making your way to your destination?
I mean, unless we all want to catch up on what actually happened to all of us.
Yeah, Pharos is going to take the time to tell Saphira and Carousel our weird trip we went on.
Like acid trip or peyote trip or
Magic. Definitely magic and a very strange clown god. But Pharos is going to play it off that even though Roke can't hear us, he's going to say Roke saved us with power, with his willpower.
All right, I do apologize. We are having some connection issues. Give me one moment to fix that real quickly.
why are you breaking stuff?
We flipped off a lot of eyes. Did you guys know Roke has power to summon rats? And other planes? Like, it's weird, right?
Wait, what?
That's how we escaped.
I want to use my bullshit detector on that.
You were there. You
And
saw what happened.
No, I was talking to Faja. I wanted to use my bullshit detector on that because I don't think that's how it happened. I don't know what happened, and the fact that you think it was him is a little confusing to me.
You know what? Roll for perception on that one to see whether or not it's believable, or to you, you know better.
All right, you mean insight?
Insight. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Thank you so much for correcting me.
Same thing. Same thing with me. 19.
19? Yeah.
Need to roll deception then?
Are you trying to be deceptive with what you're saying, or do you believe this?
No, I know what happened.
Okay, so you're trying to be deceptive? Yeah, roll for your deception. I want to see if you can overtake his 19.
19 plus 5, 24.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Fuck yo, 19.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. Orin believes him, but still is suspicious.
That's fair.
I believe he thinks he knows what he's talking about.
You know what? That's the way we'll phrase it.
Carousel, Saphira, what happened to you two?
So, Carousel jumps into this extremely long epic where he and Saphira, battled all these people and burned down a restaurant. And whenever he starts getting too overzealous, Saphira corrects him. Very much that. And then there's this big explosion. There was no explosion. I stood on Saphira's shoulder while she, blasted a frog into a soup. Okay, actually that did happen. He did not make it. And then we got to the river and we crossed it, jumping from stone to stone, all while dodging the tentacles of a massive sea monster. I was too disoriented. I forgot I had wings and could fly. And then we met some friends from I met up, well, not really met up. We helped some friends, we'll go with friends from back home. Yes. Friends. And then we went into a teleportation circle and now we're here. Oh, and I shot a hag right above her no-no square.
So like y'all had more fun than us.
I do have one question. Why did you have to go find your clothes?
I don't know. I woke up naked. And they took my acorn. So none of my shit
do you guys want to know what Orin did? And Pharaoh's supposed to bring out like a drawn image. Like kind of giving a physics lesson while he's doing it. Because he blew while we were moving and it went flying.
Well, that seems like quite an easy way to catapult somebody.
I kind of look at Pharaohs and go, what the hell did I do to you to make you so vindictive?
I fell 20 feet.
Yeah, before you
started 5 feet. It's not my fault that the cart's physics engine decided to hate me.
Wee.
I landed perfectly fine. I figured you'd be more dexterous than me.
When you ask what you did to make him so vindictive, Saphira just looks at you and goes, "It might have something to do with turning him into something you load into a catapult and flinging his ass."
It wasn't on purpose, and I tried to apologize.
The ground hurts.
The ground is solid.
And I don't have wings.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the bad guy had a much harder time than you.
Yeah, but fucksticks and mucksticks got away.
Oh, I'm gonna I need to find a sending stone. I need to call some friends to find them. Might take a while, but I know enough people. Well, I'm gonna find those bastards. If anything, based on the fact that they're terrible showmen and they give carnivals a bad name. Do you have any idea how many true carnies are gonna help me find these bastards?
Faza, I got a question.
Yes.
Would Pharaohs have an educated guess that fucksticks and mucksticks are warlocks? Based on what they did and us meeting the Eldritch Clown God.
Well, Pharaohs is warlock, right? No, artificer. Oh yeah, artificer and warlock. I mean, you would have some sort of, in my opinion anyway, you would have some sort of insight into how that all works.
That's what I was wondering.
So yes, you at the very least had an inkling that there was a connection between these two, and there it was some warlocky fuckery going on.
Gotcha.
And now, as it is night, and y'all have exchanged stories, would y'all like to, uh, retreat to bed?
Yes. Very much so.
Sure.
As much as Carousel doesn't like it because he doesn't want the responsibility, he goes into the same room with Saphira, but he tacks a hammock up in the top corner, like across from the door, so he can see the door and he can still sleep raised above everybody.
Experimental elixir.
I'm actually probably gonna knock on a Rogue's door. And be like, hey, these things have 2 hammocks, right?
Out of curiosity, how long has it been?
Roughly been at sea about 8 hours, which is why it's currently night.
I am not in the room.
Where are you?
Well, during that time, I think I would have had very restless attempts at sleep. I would imagine that if they put my cart somewhere, that it is in some sort of storage hold or something. Yeah.
Yes, the CAR-T is actually on the map picture. There's the grate. It is literally
standard like ship storage hold type deal.
It's literally just underneath there in the cargo hold.
You keep
So
going
I
robotic.
would, after after a while of restless sleep, tossing and turning, so on and so forth, I would have gotten up and gone for a little wander to find my cart, and I think I would have sat with it. Whole movie scene, where I walk by and I run my hand across the side of it, like tinker with some stuff, whatever. I think I would have mulled around down there, tinkered with the cart for a little while, and more than likely I would have ended up attempting to doze off in the seat of it.
Remy, am I still robotic?
Yeah,
No,
not really.
but somebody keeps getting something blowing into their mic. I don't know who it is.
Oh, that might be me. I'm gonna move the fucking
Yeah,
fan.
it's definitely you.
Okay. All right, there we go. That should be better. Alrighty then. Roke, if you wouldn't mind rolling an Arcana check for me real quickly.
While he does that, I did my experimental elixir and I rolled an extra one and spent a spell slot.
All right, what are you doing with that elixir?
Oh, I just can, every time I take a long rest, I can do it. And I
Okay.
can spin a spell slot and do another one.
And yes, to that comment.
That may or may not have been where sort of the scene I was envisioning there. So thank you for that. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome.
23 for my check then.
All right, so before you doze off in your seat, while you're working on the CAR-T, as you're going near the core of the CAR-T, you'll hear something, some kind of almost clicking noise coming from it, but not periodically. It's very random, it's very soft, and it's not like something you've heard before coming from the core.
I'll duly note it, but chalk it up to I don't envision that I've ever been on a ship, especially not with my cart. So I'll duly note it, but chalk it up to perhaps this is something that occurs when it's at sea.
Yeah, this is definitely the first time y'all have ever put. This is probably the first time any CAR-T has been put on a boat to go to sea that's active with a core still in it. Alrighty then. So other than that, so Oren, you knock on the door. There's no answer. What are you gonna do?
I'll go find an empty room and go to bed.
All right. So as you attempt to get into the hammock, roll a dex saving throw for me.
Eight.
All right. So as you attempt to get into the hammock, you slip and it rolls underneath and then rolls back, kind of jarring you a little bit before you just flop in and you're perfectly fine.
Oh, this is easier when it's not moving. Good night.
I'm gonna need Carousel, Saphira, and Pharos if you're gonna be sleeping in the hammocks. Actually, not Carousel though, because you made your own hammock. But I'm gonna need Saphira and Pharos if they're gonna be sleeping in the hammocks on the boat to roll a dex saving throw.
I was just gonna look at the hammock, kind of like sway it back and forth. And he's just gonna sit down on the floor.
Fair.
It's like I only need 4 hours of sleep. It'll be fine.
21 for Saphir.
You slide into the hammock like an expert, and nothing happens. And the night goes on. Oh, yeah. And the night goes on. Everybody gets a restful, long rest. And in the morning, you find yourself, as you wake, all of you, sort of bobbing up and down, kind of indicating that you're not moving. You're at port. And you hear voices above you and around you kind of bustling about, as well as the sounds of seabirds and other sounds that are kind of sounds like somebody's playing music.
I'm good. I'm looking for that music.
All right, so do all of you exit your rooms immediately, or is there anything that y'all want to do in your rooms before you leave?
No, Ferris is going. If he feels like we're already at port, he's leaving.
Yeah, there's nothing that my two characters need to do.
Yeah, I'll wake up, gather my things, find the rest of everybody.
Alrighty then. So y'all meet up on the deck, and Orin, roll perception for me, please.
15.
Alrighty then. So as you are on deck, you are kind of chasing the sound of what seems like music, and you look from the top of from the railing of the ship down onto the beach, and you see a few people sitting there relaxing. They're all squat, short people. Some of them are gnomes, some of them are Kender, and you can tell the difference by the ears that they have. Kender have much larger ears, and their accent is quite different than those of the gnomes. But you see the Kender, one of them actually playing a lute on the beach.
Do I know the song?
No, you don't really know it. You don't really know the song. It's not necessarily a well-known tune. It's not exactly being played in a way that might be script, more just a pleasant melody.
So it's a local thing. Okay.
Are they taller than Carousel?
Some of them are. Some of them are the same height as Carousel. Now, at the ladder of the port that is on the ship, to allow you to disembark, there are two people standing there. One of them seems like a noble, the other one seems like an adventurer. One is a gnome, and the noble is a Kender. And the Kender noble looks up at y'all and says, "Well, hello there! Welcome to our humble shores."
Carousel just looks around and goes, hi.
Greetings, good sir. We're glad to be here.
The gnome looks up and goes, I find shit. The noble turns around. Now, let's talk in a way that our guests can understand.
What'd you say? Not really. I'm not doing that. For reference, the gun is tucked. Pharaoh has like nothing in his hands.
Okay, good. The gnome stays silent and just scowls.
Well, he seems pleasant.
What?
That's what Pharaoh's going to say to the Kinder. Is like, well, he seems pleasant.
Oh, he's a bit of an ass.
So, Carousels and Saphira are just kind of chilling. I mean, I don't think you really want the chaotic squirrel and the overly straight-laced dragonborn to be the face of the group and do everything. So
Yeah, I was waiting for Orin.
How about you? Okay. He goes, okay, I think I found out my role in this group. We forgot to talk about this. So, good sir, how may we help you today?
Oh, laddie, I believe that you were the group that was sent here by the king of Thorbodin.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
but
that's what we're doing.
Just so you know, we don't know how to teach gnomes manners. We had bad luck with the last group we met.
Were they by chance known as the Bucky Bot Boys?
Oh my god. Did they get stuck in a wall because their egos are the size of their toys?
Instant scowl.
You hear Carousel from on top Saphira's shoulder. You mean more like the bitchy bot boys?
I like you.
Pharaoh's just laughing because he remembers he still has those overcompensator on both the robots going.
Oh yeah, I was listening to past episodes. I forgot that Carousel fucking drew a dick on both of them and washed me on one of them, and fucking Rogue drew the veins and shit on the dicks.
Dick veiny boys.
So what? Okay. Do you need help dealing with overcompensating little shits?
Oh, no. You're here to deal with something with the king because you seem to have experience with chaos.
It's got a motion at the squirrel.
Hi, I'm Chaos. Not really. My name's Carousel. How are you guys doing?
We're doing...
Saphira just... God damn it.
I would be careful with the Berkey Bot boys. They were there when all of this started.
Are they even still alive? Do we know?
Well...
Yeah, we saw them running away.
Well, the Berkey Bot Boys are actually still here. I mean, they live here. This is their home.
Alright, I'm getting back on the ship. Fuck this.
They, alongside my associate here, were some of the few that are known for making gnomes. Or, well, golems, sorry. Gnomes make golems.
The gnomes are
wrong. Gnomes make gnomes too.
I was gonna say,
all gnomes could make gnomes. All you needed was a lady gnome and a guy gnome and a little bit of privacy, and boom! After the bud's done, you got a baby gnome.
Well, when a mommy gnome and a daddy gnome love each other very much.
Okay, that's enough talk about the birds and the bees.
Or would it be the Berkey bots and the bees?
Or the Berkeys and the bots.
No, that's only when they can't find a mommy gnome.
I didn't think a mommy gnome would go near them.
That's why they built the bots.
As you guys are all talking, the gnome behind you perks up and speaks. The Bucky Bot Boys are nothing more than a bunch of...
You are way too harsh when you do that voice. And you keep cutting it.
Is this better? Okay. So, yeah, the gnome speaks up. It's like, the Bucky Bot Boys are nothing more than a bunch of heresy and disgusting little facts.
They're what happens when mommy and daddy give too much money to the idiots of the family.
They're bots.
Yeah, Pharaoh's just looking at him like, I'm very sorry, but I did not catch any of that.
Their bots are nothing more than a bunch of disgusting, nothing good for piece of shits.
Does that mean he doesn't like them? I'm confused.
I think if you put him and the Berkey Bot boys in a room, there'd be 2 less Berkey Bot boys.
Why is this gnome French and the other 2 are German?
They can be for different places. We don't know his story.
You might
Funny
just
you
be
say
switching
that. Hey-
accents so we can hear it.
funny you say that. Hey, Oren, you want to write down his story? I know that's kind of your thing.
Yeah, eventually. Right now, I want to walk. Yeah. So, do you have any information about information about that would help us in our quest to track down these items that a god told us about in our dreams?
Well, yes, that's exactly. Well, yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly why we're here, laddie.
Saphira is like, okay, so how about we get off the dock and we just do a little bit of walking and talking and just show us around a bit while you tell us what it is we can help you with and how we can go about it.
Oh yes. Well, come follow me. Let's go. Let's get out of the sand and the dirt and the water. And as you guys make your way past the docks, you find yourself facing a great city filled with a lot of things you are just not familiar with. There are mechanical items, there's lights, there's golems that are moving on their own. There are smaller golems that are moving on their own, constructing, working, cleaning, serving. And there is a odd mist that seems to be hanging around the entirety of the town, just looming over it, while there are luminescent blue butterflies that are flying about.
Since it seems to be a city of industry, just out of character, is the mist smog?
Sort of.
Does it look like LA?
Yes. Only if the smog was blue.
Oh, so we have face smog.
So as you walk in as you're walking through this area, the Kender speaks up. Well, this is our southern market district. We have the gun store right over there, pointing to the cylindrical towers. We have the tavern right over there, and we have the Berkey Bot Boys fucking workshop over there.
As he's talking, Ferris is going to take a cloth out of his bag and like tie it around his face.
So, while you guys are walking around, you smell the scent of flowers and sugar, along with something you can't quite put your finger on, but it is an alluring scent that is all around this entire town.
Is it coming from the mist?
Yes.
I kind
And
of
is-
looked at it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is it actually Fey mist? Because if so, would Carousel know about it? If it's not, then
Roll Arcana for me.
oh well, shit.
I'm just gonna duly note shit as we walk around and observe. And if we do happen to walk by the Berkey Bot Boys place, if they have any kind of like statue or flower box or something outside, I'm going to kick it over or walk through it or whatever.
I actually have something for that. Are we
I have
close
an idea,
enough?
too.
Are we close to the Berkey Bot Boys little thing?
Not at the moment. Currently, where you are is at the top right corner, essentially, closest to the statue, the tavern, and making your way towards the gun store.
Okay. When we walk by it, I just want to make a note if there's anyone around it. If not, I want to do something.
Okay.
Carousel got a 10. I have a +0 to Arcana.
So, you know that the mist itself has some form of magical property. I don't know exactly what the origins are or what the hell it really is, but you know it feels somewhat magical.
Okay. Hey guys, it's magical mist.
Before he said that, I was gonna say Ferris. After seeing it was blue mist, Ferris is gonna take a vial and just kind of like bottle some of it.
So, do me a favor. Can you roll roll insight?
Roll anything. Insight. I'm not good at that. Oh, 16.
All right. So, as you're bottling this up and you're looking into it, you will notice that it's the mist has solid particulates in it.
Gotta put the face mask on then. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in my pocket. I'm gonna look into that later.
And as you're walking through, it's like, now I know that you noticed that there is a thick mist that seems to be hanging around our town. This is what's produced by what powers our entire industry. The butterflies.
You burn butterflies for power?
Oh, no, 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 no. Absolutely not. The butterflies produce a silk that crystallizes, and we use the crystals into the cores that we make, along with the sheddings and other parts of the butterfly that it leaves behind. They're an important part of Sandcrest Isles.
Would you happen to make ink with those crystals?
It's possible.
Oh no, I didn't know if somebody sold it here.
I wouldn't know, to be honest. You might have to go to the tavern to ask, because the tavern is also our general goods store, as well as our inn.
I kind of look over at Ferris and go, do you think you'd be able to infuse this stuff into ink?
That's Ferris. Like you said, Ferris just. I can try.
Yeah, that gives me an idea for something later.
I've never seen this stuff before. I've never heard of magic producing butterflies.
I heard about it in some kids' books when I was a kid.
It's fair.
So as you're walking past the water feature, you're going closer to the Berkey Boat Boys workshop. And there you see one person standing outside wearing a interesting suit of armor that seems to be powered by the same energy that powers the majority of golems in this town. You also see a bunch of golem parts strewn about the entirety of the workshop's outside area, almost like a junkyard.
Orin, come here.
What do you want?
I'm gonna get real close and be like, go distract that guy. I got something hilarious I want to do. You'll love it.
Okay. I'm looking around. Do I see one of the Berkey Boys' toys?
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff outside.
The ones that we saw earlier.
Oh, one of those robots? One of their golems that they ride? No, currently you don't see any of those outside. The only thing that you do see is the one dude who's standing there wearing a unique suit of armor.
Let's get him to turn 90 degrees one way or the other.
Okay. I'm like, all right, let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? I'll go walk up and go, hello, sir.
He looks up at you, and looks up at you, and goes, "What do you want?"
Hey, yeah. I'm looking for the Berkey Bot boys.
Oh, do you want some superior golems? Because we, the Pokebot Boys, are the best at making golems.
Oh no. I heard them talking about somebody who drew a dick on their robot, and I think I know who did it.
I'm sorry, what? Who did this insult?
Oh, it was some really weird looking guy that ran over that way. He looks like I don't know, it looks like an orc and a dragon had a fuck fest. I don't know, but he went over this way, and he was talking about how he drew like a dick with veins on one of the robots.
Oh, now it's time for the Pokebot Boys to get our revenge. I'll be right back. And you just see him kind of stomp away.
As
I
he
look over
does,
at Pharos and smile and walk my way.
do they have like a sign?
They do. There is a big sign on the front of the workshop that says Pokeball Boys.
All right, I'm gonna use the magical tinkering Alfred, getting rid of the thicknesses sound effect. I'm gonna like put on it. I'm gonna add to the sign smallest wieners on the island.
1 second. 1 second.
Um,
So both the gnome and the kender that are transporting you, or like escorting you, see this, and they just bust up laughing.
Actually, Orin is getting this out, and he's going up to the part of the door where he can write on, and using his left hand so he doesn't use his normal handwriting. He's putting down, "Your guard went around back to jack off." That's why the sign got messed with.
Oh,
Draw butt too.
wow! You're throwing the guard under the bus. That's evil.
And then I'm going to show a dome. I'm going to put a dick. Look like it's going to go into. It looks like a little robot dog. And I'm going to put an arrow that says Perky Bot Boys at the dick.
All right. Is there anything Rogue would like to do as he's walking past the unguarded workshop of the Perky Pot Boys?
Nah, they got it. They got it covered.
Just admiring our handiwork now.
Are there any horses or animals around?
Actually, no. There are surprisingly no animals about. There's only robots, little golems buzzing about that are doing work, and butterflies.
There's no like latrine or outhouses or anything.
You mean like? Yes, there is an outhouse.
Okay, Carousel grabs a paper bag and runs to the outhouse, and Mage hands some shit out of it, and puts it in the bag, and then runs to the front door and lights the shit on fire, and then runs away.
It's poop again.
Thank you for getting the movie reference. He called the shit poop.
Did you? I'm gonna pull an old one. Did you put 5 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm just hoping some old guy in boots comes out to put it out.
Well, no, that's what the guard's got to come back, and he's going to see a flaming bag on the doorstep. Then he's going to get home.
As we're walking away, all you're going to hear, I'm going to try to alter my voice a little bit. I'm going to try to impersonate the Berkey Bot Boys. They go, "Ark! I think I see fire at the house, at the door. Help! Help! Fire, y'all! Someone is burning down the Berkey Bot Boys."
I'm gonna need you to roll for deception.
Oh, I can't. That's actually one of my better ones. How am I deceiving, by the way? Let me see, where is it? 19.
All right, so as you guys are walking away, and you are kind of looking back behind you, you see the guard come running back. You're like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And he can't stop. He's going too fast, and he slips on the bag and goes skidding into the wall. So his backside is now on fire and covered in poo.
I mean, in actual practice, as soon as he landed his ass on the fire, it would have put it out. It was just a paper bag. It's not like it's soaked in kerosene or anything.
But the poo's on fire now.
Kerosene shit doesn't burn.
Shit can burn.
Yeah, if it's dried.
Oh no, it does seem pretty moist here.
Depending on what creature it is from.
It's from an outhouse.
You don't know who's been using that outhouse.
Who the hell has been drinking gasoline in this bitch?
This place is covered in blue mist. What do you think?
Oh well, he'll be fine.
Actually brings up a question: is the mist flammable?
At the moment, no. At least from what you can tell, it's not. So as you're walking by, this happens. Everybody's freaking laughing. And in front of you, you're going to pass by a gate, and there are 2 large golems that are being piloted. And you're standing in front of them, and you just hear from one of them a deep, almost robotic voice. Identification.
Your mother.
Carousel just flips him off.
It says it again. Identification.
Okay, so not sentient. That's not fun. I'm gonna turn and look to the noble and be like, do we have clearance?
Carousel stands on Saphira's shoulder and goes, I am the thickness.
Accepted.
Ha ha! Fuck you guys.
Right. So we need to write that down. Just need to throw out his name pretty much everywhere we go.
They stand aside as you walk through, and the Kender noble goes, I can't believe that worked.
Trust me, neither can I. Saphira goes, I'm surrounded by fucking morons.
I kind of say, how do I put this?
Doctor.
I say this in a way that if people are at least somewhat paying attention, they're going to hear me, but it's not like really loud. Like I'm pretending to be hush about it. Well, when you design something, when the Berkeley Butta boys design something, they'll believe anything.
They apparently don't hear you as they're walking. Right. They don't necessarily hear you as they're walking. But you do hear, as you finish this sentence, in the background, Mein Geist! I.
He'll be fine. Stop, drop, and roll and shit.
It's not very good armor if it can catch on fire.
Well, we know who made it.
In their defense, we don't know how strong their golems are.
Yeah, money does make golems pretty powerful when you have stupid amounts of it.
True. Now, we are an hour in, so I think this is a time for us to take a small break. Let everybody go to the bathroom, do what they got to do, and let us interact with everybody. Interact with the, chat and stuff. You have music.
Fine.
I find it funny that I gaslit the guard and he wound up on fire at the end. And I didn't do the fire.
Rogue's being very quiet this session.
He can't hear you right now.
I will be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make me a bologna sandwich real quick.
All right.
That apple just ain't doing it.
Go eat something.
Fireball, dude. All right, chat. I'll be back. You're left with Alan. Good luck.
Just me. You're stuck with me now.
Ow, fuck.
I'll change the map when we lead into the next guy. Alan the Dangerous, yeah, right. I'll wait till one of them comes back, and then I'll go to the bathroom. That you're not all alone, listening to just music while we're doing the Be Right Back. But you'll probably have to deal with, I don't know, Chef eating a bologna sandwich in front of you. That's fine though, right? But either way, thank you all so much for being here for today's DN Dupes. I really do appreciate y'all for hanging out. And Esh Plume, if I didn't say hi earlier and you're still there, what's up, my friend? Really appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of y'all for being here. I apologize for not interacting as much, but also do keep in mind the DN Dupes episodes. This is how it normally goes. When we are currently in campaign, we do not interact with the chat so that we can stay into the story and in character. And once we are on break, that's when we talk to y'all here. In case anybody is new here and doesn't it needed a little refresher on how we do things here. And just so y'all know, as long as I'm still on track, which I should be, by the end of next week, hopefully, I should be starting to post episodes of DN Dupes on both YouTube and Spotify, edited for y'all to enjoy the beginning of the adventure and so on as we continue on with this particular campaign, which I'm having a lot of fun with. All right, Oda, you are back. I'm thankful for that because I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
So how's everybody in chat doing? I'm doing pretty good. I got me carbs. Roll of bread.
All right, I'm back.
Faja back, Faja back, Faja back, Faja back.
Just had to go to the bathroom.
That was fun.
What?
All of it.
All of what?
The last 20 minutes.
Anybody else comes back, we'll get rolling back into it.
We are forever going to fuck with the Berkey Bot boys. I don't ever see us, you know, I don't ever see us being friends.
I was gonna, if we actually bump into them, I have a idea.
I don't know. I almost think that we should stop some of the shenanigans and actually move forward with the story.
I think this was actually planned by the DM.
Yeah, this little tour was. Don't worry. We are getting into it, though. Thank you for reminding me. I need a soda. It's cold, too.
That's not a soda. That is water with flavoring in it.
Isn't that what soda is?
No. Not in the slightest.
Actually, technically, that is exactly what soda is. Just soda has more flavorings.
And more sugar.
More sugar, more carbonation, or actually has carbonation in it. Other chemicals.
I never said how much.
Right, but literally all I'm drinking is water with flavoring in it. It doesn't have any of the extra shit. Because I'm a bougie bitch, and being diabetic, I'm trying to cut down on my sugar. So I'm drinking the Crystal Light flavoring packets.
Crystal Light. For your water flavoring needs. Non-sponsored.
I'm even trying to cut back on the soda with it, because like the box that I take to work has caffeine in the packets.
Okay.
Actually, how I'm cutting back on soda.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. The only way I'll drink water voluntarily is if it's cold.
I'll drink water as long as it's clean and wet.
Oh my.
Oh, one of the Mando's armor broke just now.
Oh shit, what?
Yeah. He said he was taking it off the mannequin and it fell and it busted his chest and shoulder pieces.
Damn, that sucks.
Ow.
Unfortunate. Alrighty then, gentlemen, are we ready to get back into it?
Nom.
Don't. No. No.
Nom.
We are farmers.
Bum.
I love the fact that y'all did that.
If I wasn't chewing, I literally would have said nom.
Are
Eat farmers. Nom.
alright, Zombie Rob.
That's a Rob Zombie action figure over there.
Is it actually him or is it one of his characters from his movies?
That's him. No, can't get it good.
There we go. Now I can see it.
It's
That's actually pretty badass.
That's pretty fucking awesome. Is it a McFarlane figurine?
Yes. Actually got it for Christmas like 5 years ago.
That's
I'm
pretty.
not sure why. It's one random thing I got from my mom one year.
She's like, oh, he'll like this.
It's Rob Zombie. What nerd or metalhead doesn't like it?
Also have Dragon Balls.
Nice. Alrighty then, gents. Let's get back into the campaign.
Don't tell me what to do.
Alrighty then. So, the noble is leading you through the gatehouse, and... Oh, nope. There it is.
Anybody want to tell him?
What?
You were talking and there was nothing coming out.
Oh, balls. Okay, so let's get back into this, gents. Now, the noble Kender leads you through the gatehouse into towards the front of the castle. And it is a large Gothic-style castle with very thick fog that is much thicker than around the town. There are more butterflies here and odd blue stone crystalline structures with golems that are being piloted that are harvesting these crystalline structures, and 2 golems on either side of the stairwell guarding the entrance.
Are the golems black and wearing platforms and have all the spikes and, a choker on, some pale underneath the black and, dark eyeliner around the visor? Because, it's a Gothic castle.
Damn it. No!
I thought you were going to ask him to give you a kiss.
Anyways.
I know not what you speak, sir.
So, y'all make your way, to the entrance, and the 2 golems greet you because they're actually piloted, not just, automatons.
Securobots?
Securobots.
Do I have to break out the thickness impression again?
Oh, no. They see the noble that is with you, and the noble just waves on by because he doesn't want any more trouble. Leading you...
Us here then?
What?
He said that he doesn't want any more trouble, and I said, are you sure you want us here then?
I know, right?
Oh, God. Anyways, and it leads...
The shenanigan squad.
Right? It leads y'all into a grand courtyard that is covered, and there's a thick amount of mist here as well, and a multitude of different forms of plant life, but you also notice odd structures, not just the crystalline structures, but fleshy-like structures that are growing on the ground, on the walls, as well as in certain forms of machinery, it seems like.
That seems a little wrong.
It's not the same fleshy shit that was accompanying the red crystals and all that fun shit.
Oh, no. Here, you do not feel any of that energy. You do not feel any danger whatsoever at the moment.
Okay.
And the Kender actually speaks up. It's like, now here is where we're going to go to the stem of our problem. And points to a large tree-like structure that has bulbous fleshy growths on it, giggity, and a large, incredibly large butterfly that is glowing blue.
Mothra.
The structure has cancer.
This is our butterfly queen, and she is the one responsible for the majority of butterflies that you see around here. But there seems to be a little bit of a problem. And they lead you into to a room just above, where there is a glass dome-shaped wall that's sequestering or closing off part of the room. And three tree-like structures are in there. 2 of them look completely barren. Another one looks similar to the one that the large butterfly was on, but the pustules or the nodules on there aren't blue, they're red. And this tree is covered by a glass dome.
Do the red crystals remind us of that day or pretty much the day we met at the inn?
Right now, you don't feel anything other than the magic that's around you.
I was going off looks, that question. Like, does it look like the same type of Eldritch horror, corn, crystal, monstrosity flesh campaigns that we saw before?
Well, you don't see any crystals here. And if you're talking about the general fleshy structures that are growing around the room itself, the entirety of the courtyard, those are nothing like what you think of. They're not muscular flesh, they're more chitinous flesh that's growing in these areas.
Oh, so like larvae or cocoons?
Yeah.
Something, yeah. You could surmise it's something like that. You all at the moment, because you haven't really examined it, all you can tell is that it is chitinous structure. It is obviously organic.
As long as it's not Cretastic Psychoness, I'm happy.
Yes. And Roke, do you have your bag with you?
Yeah.
All right. So as you're walking through this area, your bag starts to rustle again and move.
Been kind of following in the back of the pack, so if no one's paying attention, I'll like check my bag. I want to see why it's moving. I don't feel like it's moving.
So no one else is noticing this at the moment because obviously he's in the back. But Roke stops just for a moment and looks in his bag. And when he looks in his bag, he notices a old relic that he keeps with him is glowing and moving. It is the prototype core that is in your bag that is currently moving a little bit.
Just look around a little bit and then close my bag. And yeah. Keep listening intently.
All right. And the Kender points at the glass dome. Now here is the source of our problem. You see that tree right there that's underneath the glass?
Kind of hard to miss, but yes.
That tree, as you can tell, is nothing like the tree that the queen was on. Those trees are the beginning structure of the eggs that she begins to produce. Lately, though, she's been growing these orange crystals, these orange nodules. And the butterflies that emerge from there are incredibly aggressive. We've lost 2 of our own in the excavation process to those particular butterflies. We've had to exterminate them.
You lost people to butterflies?
Yes.
They've got fangs, man.
Go turn to the group and be like, if I die to some butterflies, don't have a funeral for me, please.
I will write an epic, and I will make the butterflies seem cool when they kill you. Like it was a worthy death. I will spin it.
Oh my god, can we call the bad aggressive butterflies batterflies? So we got butterflies and batterflies?
You're more than welcome to call them batterflies.
Yes!
I will not stop that.
Question.
Batterflies are battleflies.
Batter. Because you got butter and you got batter.
No, that's fair.
I thought you were going for better and batter.
I mean, that too.
Sir, do you have a caretaker for the queen? Somebody who can, well, communicate with her?
Well, you're looking at him.
Do you have the ability? Do you have like druid or ranger abilities?
I don't understand why that would be any